So, good morning. This is my last live for 2025. And I'm coming on a bit early today because I'm off to the gym, got a busy day, last day at work, and then it's Christmas. So, I just wanted to wish you a very, very happy Christmas. And thank you so much for being part of my year. It's been such a joy to do these lives, and I hope you've got some value from them. And so today I just want to ask 6 little reflective questions. Now, I appreciate you're going to be rushing around probably, but hopefully having a bit of calm for Christmas. And I'm wishing you a great time. Now, I know Christmas also can be a challenging time. I know I always think about my parents and people that are no longer with us. It can cause, I know some people, it can have families together which are not normally together. So this is where it's so important just to be present, be thinking of all the blessings and the gratitude. And I know sometimes that can be difficult, but that is the best way when if things do start getting a bit fractious, it's giving yourself some space, stepping out, thinking what you're grateful for, and just really focus on avoiding the drama, rising above the drama, because we can all take on different roles. And one of those roles is we can feel a victim, we can feel, attacked. But the thing is, what happens is that we all slip into, we can be ideally we're adult, obviously we're adults, but we're in that empowered adult role. Sometimes we can slip into the child, and that's where we have the fun, the banter, but we can slip into that petulant child. No, I'm not doing that, don't you say that to me. And then we can slip into that persecutor role, which is when we can fit into parent role, where we're either like the caring parent, how are you? Let's all have a lovely time. Or we can be the critical parent, and we can slip into these roles, and that's how things start going awry. The best thing to do is to get out of that, is then to think about, what am I grateful for? What's the best version of me perform like that? Sometimes it's stepping out, going outside, getting away from everyone, just to do a bit of regrouping. So that's a little tip in order if things go right. But what I would love to do today is for you to celebrate yourself, celebrate what you've achieved this year. It's been a tough year for many people. So take a moment when you're having your Christmas day to think how much you've achieved this year, and actually what have you learned, because we often find the hardest times when we learn the most. And I totally believe that every challenge is a learning opportunity. I've had quite a lot of learning this year. I've had quite a lot of challenges to overcome, and now I've come through it. I'm really grateful for every one of those experiences, because while you're in it, it can feel really tough, and you think, I don't need this, I don't want this. However, when you've actually come through it, you can really celebrate yourself for actually knowing that you can come through it, and it's trusting yourself. So just a few questions to have a think about as you go through your Christmas period. If you've got time just to sit down for half an hour or a morning or a day. I always have one day between Christmas and New Year where I really focus on this stuff. And the first question I would love you to ask yourself is, what are your high moments? What have things gone through that have been really amazing? And that sometimes you have to go through your photographs. So for me, we went to Edinburgh, saw great family friends, and they'd had a new baby, and that was just really wonderful. The other high was my daughter's got a wonderful boyfriend, so that's been really, really lovely. The other high for me is I've written my book, which is coming out on the 17th of February. So there'll be lots more information about that in the new year. And we've had some health issues, and we've come through them. And so there's been lots of and we were in an accident and we survived. So we've had some peaks and some troughs. So, and what are the low moments? Now, interestingly about the low moments often end up being the high moments as well. Now, what I mean from that, we had like the accident, for example, it was a bit of a low moment because it could have been really dangerous and we could have really actually been killed. But however, the high moment was that we weren't. And the lessons I learned was I'm quite good in a crisis, so that I could take, I just took over the whole organization of the police and the car being removed and checking everyone was okay and all that kind of stuff. So that was a bit of a sort of a mixture moment. So what I'm saying is often your low moments, the learning is great, which comes to this another question. What is the learning? What is the learning you've had? And what are you going to stop that you've done this year that you didn't really serve you? For me, I think I'm really focusing on taking more time out next year. It's been a really great year, but it's been really challenging as well. I have felt quite exhausted at times, if I'm honest. So next year is definitely going to be a bit more better paced, I think. Book more holidays and have some more time out. So that's the learning. The learning I've had is that I'm actually good in a crisis, but other times I can feel quite overwhelmed. And I think that's the same for a lot of us. So that's a lot of learning I've learned this year. And what am I going to continue? I'm going to continue doing what I love. I'm going to continue serving my clients. I'm going to continue. I have a new program next year, so that's going to be something that I'm going to be excited about. And so that's going to be something I'm going to start. So I think it's having a think about. So the first question is, what are your high moments of the year? The second question, what are your low moments of the year? Third question, what are you learning? What have you learned? And the fourth question is, what have you going to continue this year? And the fifth is, what you're going to start. And the sixth is, what are you going to stop? And therefore, you can then really get going and really have a great year next year. But meanwhile, I'm just here to wish you a very happy Christmas. Have a good break. Look after yourself. And let's get going in 2026. Make it a really great year, because I know this year has been tough for so many of us. It's been tough for me too. So let's make sure we'll ditch all that stuff for 2025. Start 2026 with a new vigor, with a new energy. And I'm here for you. And thank you so much for your support this year. It's been such a joy to support you. And I'm wishing you a very happy Christmas, a very peaceful new year, all health and happiness, and have a great time. Look after yourself. Take care. Bye.